your person is in a season of profound growth, learning to discern and develop the authority within themselves in ways they may not have thought possible before. For much of their life, they carried patterns and cycles that kept them small, silent, or hesitant to claim their truth. They often found themselves suppressing their real desires or going along with situations that did not honor them, simply because they lacked the courage or clarity to stand up for themselves. Now, however, there is a shift unfolding deep inside them. They are beginning to recognize those patterns for what they are, lessons, not life sentences. This awareness is empowering them to finally step forward and take ownership of their choices, their voice, and their direction. When they met you, something changed. The way the two of you connected was not shallow or surface level, it reached straight into the heart of who they are. Your authenticity and sincerity created an undeniable impact on them. For perhaps the first time, they were shown a glimpse of what genuine love and acceptance can feel like. You did not put on a mask with them, nor did you ask them to be someone they weren't. Instead, your interactions radiated a kind of honesty that broke through the walls they had built over time. That experience planted a seed within them, causing small cracks to appear in the foundation of the life they had been living. Those cracks were not a sign of weakness but of transformation, the beginning of an inner restructuring that is leading them closer to their truth. This awakening has not been easy for them, but it has been necessary. They are now being divinely guided to make an intentional effort in the direction they truly want to go. And every sign, every tug at their heart, points back to you. They want to move toward you, not with the same hesitation or guardedness that may have marked their past actions, but with clarity and commitment. They envision a fresh, healthier start, one that is rooted in respect, vulnerability, and genuine affection. In the past, they may have shown up inconsistently, at times appearing cold, rude, or emotionally distant. They may have pulled away too quickly during conversations, cut things short when feelings grew too intense, or resorted to one-word answers as a way to shield themselves. Those behaviors were not born out of a lack of care, but rather from their own internal struggles, their fear of being truly seen. Yet now, they are realizing they do not want to continue like that. They no longer want to create walls between you or dilute the richness of what this connection could be. Instead, they crave something deeper, something meaningful, real, and lasting. One of the qualities they cherish most about you is the way you express yourself. The way you put your emotions into words strikes them as both beautiful and rare. They are mesmerized by how effortlessly you seem to communicate what is in your heart, how you take even complicated feelings and give them shape in such a poetic and authentic form. This ability of yours does not intimidate them, it inspires them. It makes them want to grow, to expand, to learn how to give voice to their own emotions instead of burying them. They see in you an example of what it means to live and love with an open heart, and they want to cultivate that within themselves as well. This desire to change is not fleeting. In their silence and periods of reflection, they have undergone a significant transformation. The connection with you has acted like a mirror, helping them to see themselves and their life from a different perspective. What once felt confusing or overwhelming has begun to make sense. They are able now to look back at past choices and understand the deeper reasons behind them. More importantly, they are able to imagine a different future, one where they are not ruled by fear or by old patterns, but instead by the courage to love authentically. They want to come after you, not impulsively or half-prepared, but with intention. This time around, they are more grounded and more aware of what they bring to the connection. They recognize the mistakes they may have made before, but instead of dwelling on them, they are using those lessons to build a stronger foundation. What they feel for you has not faded, if anything, it has grown stronger as they have matured. They understand that love is not simply about attraction or fleeting passion, it is about choosing to show up, to listen, to grow alongside someone, and to nurture something that has the power to last. At their core, your person does not want to lose this chance with you. They are aware that not many people come into your life and affect you so profoundly, and they know you are someone rare, someone worth fighting for. They want to show up differently than they have in the past, with a heart that is more open, words that are more honest, and actions that reflect their true intentions. They want to create a space where you both feel safe to share, safe to dream, and safe to build something meaningful together. Your person is on the cusp of a new chapter, one where they no longer run from depth but embrace it. They no longer want to be silent when words are needed, nor distant when closeness is being offered. They are learning to balance their inner strength with vulnerability, and that balance is guiding them straight to you. With newfound clarity and maturity, they are ready to reach out and pursue the connection they believe was meant to be, a connection with you. I was foolish not to see your worth, not to recognize the treasure that stood right before me, and not to treat you like the empress you truly are. I shake my head in shame when I think of the disappointments and pain I caused, not only to you but also to myself. Because now, I am the one left suffering the consequences of my blindness. My life feels like an empty shell, stripped of meaning, joy, and direction. What I once took for granted is now the very thing I crave with every fiber of my being. It is as though, in the span of mere seconds, I lost everything, and the weight of that realization presses down on me every single day. I was blind, so utterly blind. The life I built for myself feels meaningless, a hollow space where purpose once lived. I thought I was strong, independent, and wise, but all I was doing was stumbling through my own arrogance. I did not see that you were the precious answer to the prayers I whispered in the dark, the blessing I once longed for, and the light I once begged the heavens to send my way. And yet, because of my immaturity and my selfish pride, I pushed you away. Not once, but repeatedly. I cannot begin to count the number of times I ignored the gift of your love or dismissed the purity of your heart. My hands were too careless to hold something so rare, and my soul too clouded to recognize its worth. I have never spoken these words aloud to you, though they have lived inside me for far too long. My heart and soul belong to you. No one else could ever occupy that sacred place within me. Nothing in this world can ever compare to the love you gave me or the kindness you showered upon me when I was drowning in the darkest phase of my life. You were my anchor when I was lost, my safe place when everything felt uncertain. And what did I do? I failed you. I failed us. I was too selfish to love you in the right way, too wrapped up in my own ego to see the beauty of what was in front of me. I would give anything, truly anything, for the chance to see you again. One more chance to hold you, to love you the way you always deserved, to treat you with the gentleness and reverence that should have been yours from the beginning. If I could turn back time, I would rewrite every mistake, undo every harsh word, and replace every moment of pride with humility. But life does not grant rewinds. It gives us choices, and I chose poorly. Now, all I can do is live with the emptiness of a life without you. I know I was too proud. Too proud to admit when I was wrong, too proud to acknowledge that I was hurting the very person who loved me most. Pride became my prison. I clung to it as if it made me strong, but it only made me weak. I refused to look at myself honestly, and I let arrogance lead me astray. I told myself lies, that I was right, that I was in control, that my way was best. But now, with you gone, I see with painful clarity the truth I denied for so long. I was wrong. I was reckless. I was arrogant. Looking back over the months and years, I see the pattern clearly. I treated you however I wanted, as though your love was guaranteed, as though your patience would never run out. I took advantage of the way you cared for me, the way you put my happiness above your own. I used your loyalty as a safety net instead of cherishing it as the rare gift it was. And now that net is gone, and I have fallen hard into a place of regret and longing. There is an ache inside me that no distraction can silence, no comfort can soothe. It is the ache of absence, the absence of your presence, your laughter, your voice, your touch. Every corner of my life feels dimmer without you in it. I replay memories in my mind like fragile films, terrified that one day even they will fade. I see your smile, and it breaks me. I hear your words, and they echo like ghosts through the silence of my days. I wish I could tell you face to face how deeply sorry I am. Sorry for the nights I ignored you. Sorry for the moments I made you feel small when you should have been lifted higher. Sorry for choosing pride over love, ego over humility, blindness over truth. I wish I could undo the pain I caused, erase the scars I left, and replace them with nothing but love, tenderness, and devotion. If life ever grants me another chance, I promise I will not squander it. I will not let pride or arrogance rob me of the most precious gift I ever had. I will treat you as the empress you are, honoring the love that once saved me. Until then, I live with the weight of my mistakes, carrying the knowledge that I had everything I ever prayed for, and let it slip away because I was too blind to see. Your partner is standing at a turning point in their journey, no longer content to remain in isolation. For a long time, they may have hidden away, retreating into themselves, trying to process their emotions and come to terms with their own fears and insecurities. But now, there is a deep desire within them to reconnect, not just on the surface, but in a profound and soul-level way. Even before they step forward into your physical reality, they are reaching out to you in dreams, in thought, and through the subtle pull of telepathic energy. These connections are not accidental, they are deliberate attempts to bridge the distance and let you feel the sincerity of their longing. They sense you pulling back, creating space, and so, almost instinctively, they tug at the invisible threads of energy that tie you together, hoping to hold on while they prepare to step fully into the light. For some time, they have been holding on to their love like a precious cup, waiting for the right moment to offer it. In their heart, they have always intended to share it with you, but hesitation and uncertainty kept them still. From their perspective, you seem entirely absorbed in your own life, focused, determined, building your world with strength and independence. This has both impressed them and made them cautious, unsure of where they fit in or whether they have a place at all. Yet, the important shift happening now is that the fog of indecision has cleared. They are no longer questioning their feelings or wavering between choices. They see you clearly as the one who holds their heart, the person they want to commit to. This realization has given them both a renewed sense of purpose and a growing determination. Even though the possibility of rejection looms large in their mind, they are beginning to gather the courage needed to face it head-on, believing that the risk is worth the reward. At the same time, you know exactly what you want and what you do not. You are not looking to chase anyone, nor do you want to be in a situation where someone is chasing after you without balance or mutual respect. For you, love must feel equal, steady, and true. You are seeking a connection that is not just passionate but also acceptable and respectable, something that aligns with your values and sense of integrity. Qualities like loyalty, honesty, and genuine commitment are not negotiable for you. They form the foundation of the relationship you envision. More than anything, you want to know that the person standing beside you values the bond just as much as you do and is willing to nurture it with care and consistency. Right now, your partner finds themselves caught between longing and hope. They are filled with passion for you, the kind that stirs both excitement and a deep sense of nostalgia. Memories of the past, of moments shared and connections felt, rise to the surface and remind them of what they are missing. They are beginning to realize that they no longer want to live with the emptiness of being single, no longer want to carry the weight of separation and longing. The period of grief, loss, and uncertainty that once overshadowed them is slowly lifting. They are stepping out of the shadows of sorrow and into a new space where healing is possible and renewal can begin. This transformation has not been easy for them. It has taken time, reflection, and perhaps even painful lessons to reach this place of clarity. But what matters now is that they are preparing to approach you with a heart that is more open than before. They are ready to be vulnerable, to take the leap despite their fears. And while they cannot control the outcome, whether you will accept them fully or decide to walk away, they know they can no longer deny the pull of their feelings. Their hope is that you will see the sincerity behind their actions and recognize the effort they are making to grow into someone worthy of your trust and devotion. For you, this is also a moment of choice. You are in a position of strength, aware of your worth and clear about your desires. You are not willing to settle for anything less than the respect and commitment you deserve. And yet, you may also feel the tug of their energy, the sincerity of their longing, and the changes they are striving to embody. If they truly come forward with honesty, passion, and a readiness to commit, this could mark the end of a painful chapter and the beginning of something far more fulfilling. The beauty of this moment lies in the possibility of renewal. Both of you are standing on the threshold of change. For your partner, it is about leaving behind isolation, grief, and hesitation, stepping into courage and clarity. For you, it is about honoring your standards and ensuring that any love you accept aligns with your values. Together, this creates the potential for a union that is not only passionate but also grounded in loyalty, honesty, and respect, the very qualities you hold dearest. If you both choose to meet in this space of authenticity, what once felt lost could be reborn stronger than before. The period of waiting, the distance, and even the pain have served a purpose, to prepare both of you for a love that is deeper, more conscious, and more resilient. As the past begins to release its hold, the future opens its arms, offering the promise of connection, healing, and the kind of relationship that truly honors the hearts of both partners.